Good morning, everybody. It is June 8, 2022. Today on Canna's Crash Course, we will be covering a fairly RTA and PvP focused patch. First off, happy end of RTA season to all you grinders. The season ends on the 18th, and as a legend pusher, I'm praying to God that the changes we'll be covering in this patch notes preview won't gatekeep me from legend. With that, let's talk about news we got for one of E7's most anticipated returning events, the E7 World Championship. Two major details were first revealed about the tournament, one being that there will be a qualifier to the championships as a whole separate event in a best-of-3 round mode fashion, and that there is now also going to be a completely separate queue on the ladder in a similar format to additionally qualify for the E7 World Cup. To everyone's surprise, testing in preseason for the new round 1 queue will begin on the 18th of June, extending until July 9th. Now, I'll be honest, news about the championship was sparse since the announcement of the fact that it would be making a return, but this is a good step in the right direction for E7 with there being something to actually do during the preseason. Admittedly, I am curious about how exactly round mode entries and such will work, but surely game spammers like myself will not be punished. Now, on a similarly unexpected yet welcome note, Smilegate has introduced global bans to RTA. Now, while some had predicted that this could be a solution to ongoing issues with certain characters and their influence in E7, I'm deathly afraid of the fact that the ban will also include an artifact. Book users beware. Now, of course, the bans, hopefully most likely, won't be Fire Ravi and Sigurd's Sight as the placeholder shows now, but it will be very interesting to see E7's process in picking the global ban unit for the season. What's that? It's aimed primarily at new units coming out? What about Hua Young? Not even Angel of Light? Okay, well, this change is still welcome considering the fact that fighting against new units, especially during high-stakes moments during the season, looking at you, Rimuru Hua Young, felt completely unfair. Now, I know I didn't do a video on the balance changes that recently came out regarding DJB, Haze, Shu, Wanderer Silk, and the other affected characters for the patch that is coming out tomorrow, so here's the speed round of the impressions. Desert Jewel Bazaar, probably the strongest unit from the patch, should deal with barrier users like FCC Pyra fairly well, has multiple ways to play at his turn 1 with skill 3 and skill 2, but why does he have a blind on his S2? Shu. Man, I have no idea how this unit is going to take a turn to press skill 3 and activate her ability to counter, but her damage seems pretty good, and I'm sure Banshee farms will show me how broken her ratios are. Alencia. Skill 3 having strip, def buff, and CR pushing 50% sounds really strong, I'm not going to lie, and the 50% F buff, changed from 30F and 30F res, and guaranteed Mind's Eye when taking a turn in combination with added injury to her trample, sounds nice. But we'll see if a grass warrior that isn't named Rimuru can thrive in a Hua Young meta. Haste, also known as Baby Ran, we'll see if having an uncounterable def rake on skill 3 while providing bleeds will suffice for cleavers or aggro players, but I personally think that the players will have to be really careful when drafting Haste when strong anti-cleave heroes like Sage Ball, Rem, and Designer Lilibit already exist. He might be decent if you aren't fighting against Pyra, Ran, Amalilius, etc. Now, Wanderer Silk, the true actual winner of this patch. I know she's got actual changes to her kit that may incline some of you to pick her as an answer to units like Emil Cowrick or use her in Standard, but the fact that she is a 14 speed imprint, can hold Sasha Thanes, can strip with 2 skills, has a dual attack, and has an Ignore Ephra's Soulburn strip, makes her the perfect replacement for units like Shuri and Surin as speed imprints to ward off units like Kairon or Bloodblade Karen. Angelic Montmorency, pretty much just quality of life changes. Smilegate should not have taken you this long to implement the cleanse before healing and buff. And finally, Adventurer Roz. He received nice buffs to his healing, but the real question will be how good his new Solitude rune will be. The Barrier, of course, is a nice welcome change, and nice and protected carry-esque team compositions. However, we'll see if Desert Jewel Bazaar's inversion will change anything relative to his pickability, despite being a fairly decent pick in RTA already. As for the artifacts, Time Matter, as far as I can tell, doesn't seem super usable and will probably remain in the PvE realm, while Eternus will require some more testing on Soul Weavers that want to punish debuffers, and Snow Crystal will surely piss people off who are already mad about anti-crit. Now, to wrap up this week's Canna Crash Course, here are the heroes and artifacts coming to a banner near you. On the Covenant banner side, Sigurd's Sight is nice, Ravi is pretty niche, LRK could be nice if you're missing an answer to SSB and AoEs like Bellion, TML and Dark Corvus are pretty much always going to be skips unless you really like them, and I'm assuming Chloe's on banner because of Maid Chloe's new skin that all of us surely are going to have. On a side but pretty interesting note, the Japan server is now open to global players to join and create accounts on in case you're interested. which is always fun because sometimes you just enjoy making accounts on other servers, and that's something that people do, but I personally don't. So I will leave you with that. Anywho, today's patch notes were full of PvE focus change, which I know is kind of unfortunate for you PvE lovers, but I do hope that with the content creator battle and the new changes to certain heroes, everyone has something to enjoy while consuming E7 content. If you enjoyed today's video, make sure to like, comment, and subscribe, and turn on the notifications for the channel, and I'll see you all in the next one. Adios.